The Nigerian public needs to be reminded on the need to do less litigation and embrace more alternative dispute resolutions to free the courts of this unnecessary overstretching of their human and material resources. Our entire criminal laws have to be thoroughly appraised and updated so that those aspects that are primordial and no more in tandem with the modern trends can be updated. This exercise has to be carried out regularly so that we can completely pace out those archaic criminal laws that are antithetical to modern civilization. It is always very embarrassing when you see some of our zealous security agents hurriedly bring suspects to court without due diligence or any form of preliminary investigations. In most cases, it is when the trial commences that they now begin to look for evidence to prosecute them. This act is not only condemnable, but also a major cog in the wheel of speedy justice delivery. It has equally accounted for the high number of cases pending in our various courts across the country. The Nigerian judiciary, to a large extent, is independent in conducting its affairs and making decisions on matters before it without any extraneous influence. The Supreme Court, like I always say, we are totally, completely independent in the way we conduct our affairs, especially on our judgments. We don't pander to anybody's whims and caprices. If there is any deity to be feared, it is the Almighty God. We will never be subservient to anybody, no matter his position in the society. When we assess the judiciary from the financial perspective, how free can we say we are? The annual budget of the judiciary is still a far cry from what it ought to be. The figure is either stagnated for a longer period or it goes on a progressive decline. The only thing I can do at this juncture is to plead with all concerned to let us enjoy our independence holistically. If you say that I am independent, but in a way, whether I like it or not, I have to go cap in hand asking funds to run my office, then I have completely lost my independence. Efforts should be made by the relevant authorities to increase the salary and also work out measures to improve the welfare packages of judicial officers, especially after retirement. All binding court orders must be obeyed. Anybody, irrespective of his or her position, will not be allowed to toy with court judgments. We must collectively show the desired commitment to the full enthronement of the rule of law in the land. As we all know, flagrant disobedience of court orders or non-compliance with judicial orders is a direct invitation to anarchy in the society. Certainly, such acts are completely antithetical to the rule of law in a democratic government and will not be tolerated under our watch. We must all work together to make Nigeria one of the frontline countries that observe all the tenets of the rule of law and rights of the citizens.